Welcome back. I am your host, Aaron Paul. This is my co-host, Wada. Unsportsmanlike Converse, folks.
Been a long time.
Sorry for the wait.
Shouldn't have left you.
Right.
Without two cool niggas to step to. Yeah, man, it's been a while. Our apologies. We've been experiencing a lot of technical difficulties with the particular app we use, on my side, on the computer and shit. It's been a lot of fuzzy stuff, man. And it ain't just because the damn Hail Mary and shit.
I feel like he doing this shit on purpose, y'all. Because since the Hail Mary game, he just ain't wanted to pod. That's what it is.
Straight up. Nah, it ain't just been that, man. We didn't try. We actually didn't recorded whole episodes, and we couldn't get the shit out. And niggas wasn't about to do that shit over and over again. You know what I'm saying? With my squad,
but we back, man. That's all that matters.
Yeah, we are.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta get you guys this content.
We back in I mean, it was a great week, man, as far as the game, man. It couldn't have been two better teams as far as like history and you know what I'm saying of the game. When you think about football, man. You think about rivalries, man. You think about Bears and Packers, man. They probably like the first two to come to mind. So
greatest rivalry in my opinion in sports.
In sports, yeah, it's big, man. Even though it's been very, very one-sided lately.
Woo.
And coming into it, man, we like I said, we missed out on a lot, man. From the Hail Mary game on our side, it went from a carryover, like that shit carried over into Arizona, and then we fucking get beat up by them, no points or whatever the fuck. I'm sorry, we didn't have a bye week. We had a bye week. We get into the Hail Mary game and shit, lost that. Going to Arizona, get whooped up on the run, can't stop the run for shit. End up losing Andrew Billings in the process, so our best run stuffer and shit. Suspend Tyreek for about a drive or two possessions, you know, with the bullshit with the Hail Mary or whatever. He came back in the game, played all right, you know what I'm saying, nothing crazy, but we get our ass whooped because we could not stop the run for shit. Go into the game after that, it's like, you know, everybody saying the Bears are who they thought they were and shit like that. And that was like a scary feeling because like playing the Patriots was a team that, you know, you kind of figured we'd get that shit easy. And when we played them, they beat the shit out of us. The score don't really say it, but they manhandled us. And Caleb was sacked 8 or 9 times in that fucking game.
I believe it was 9.
It was pretty fucked up because like Patriots wasn't even known for sacks like that.
I think they had 9 sacks in the season,
and then they jumped. And
they sacked him 9 times.
Like, yeah, it was crazy.
They matched their season total.
I think, it was bad. It was bad. It was awful. Caleb looked like he was done. Like he wasn't even running around. You know how he'd been running around and scrambling and making extended plays. It looked like he was just like, fuck it.
He had lost complete confidence, like, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. Like, what's the purpose? What's the point of me running? It was been bad. Yeah, the media been talking about DJ Moore doesn't look engaged.
Wasn't that the same game? He just walked off the field?
That was the Arizona game.
That was Arizona.
The Arizona game. But they just said he don't look, you know, like he want to play no more, shit like that. The team is giving up on.
That's because every time he run a fucking superb ass route, like mid to deep level, like fucking Caleb either overthrew him, underthrew him. Like
Caleb has been missing a lot of throws.
A lot.
It was showing it was a stat they were showing somewhere about the throws he missed, and it was a bad percentage. If I can find it here, I'm probably can't. But it was a bad percentage like of his throws, man. Here it goes. This was after the Cardinal game. Over for his throws, 15 plus yards in the air. Mind you, this is before the Patriots game, so it's probably the stats have changed. But he was like 28%, which is just awful. And his off target percentage was 55%. You want your off target percentage to be low, hey, not high. You know what I'm saying? It's 50. So yeah, it's been bad, man. He it's like he's seeing ghosts out there and shit like that. You know, looked so bad that after the Patriots game that we had to do something, and what was did was Shane Waldron, offensive coordinator, was fired. And we was happy about that. That woke Chicago up. That really woke this city up. Because it was something, you know, a lot of people want Flus gone. I was defending Flus for a mighty long time. after that game, I'm not gonna lie to you, I felt the same. Get this motherfucker up out of here. Demote him. Like he don't really have to be gone, but demote him. He's clearly shown he.
You got to get a head coach about your whole organization. If you're going to demote a head coach, I don't
You
agree
don't
with
think
that at
so?
all.
The
Yeah, get him out
ego
of
and
there.
all that shit, just get
Yeah,
him out. Like
yeah.
because like I feel like the defense does enough, and you know what I'm saying. They can do better if it's compliment what the fuck they say all the time in every goddamn press conference. Complimentary football, but if you can't get the offense to match what the defense is doing to give them something, then like the defense could go a little harder instead of being on the field all the time gassed or whatever. But anyways, like I said, the offensive coordinator was fired. Got the fuck out of here. Gave him the boot, tossed his ass, hit the road jack, Uncle Field him like jazz, like he used to do jazz, whatever you call it. We got that motherfucker out of here, and we promoted our quarterback coach, Thomas Brown, and he had a good interview, good press conference, making you think like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some changes to be made. You know what I'm saying? We can only do so much drastic because also you have to remember it's still Shane Waldron's offense, but it's now a new play caller. You know what I'm saying? Somebody else calling all these plays at certain times and shit like that. Kind of like for the football novice or whatever just picture you playing Madden and you pick a particular team playbook. It's still that playbook, but now you're calling the plays when you want to and how you want to. It's just shit like that. So yeah, Thomas. So now fast forward into the. Do you want to get into anything about the Patriots? I mean, my bad about
Do I want to?
the
Hell yeah.
cheeseheads
We
Packers
ain't
before
talked
we
about
get
this shit
into
in 3 weeks,
before
3
we get
weeks,
into
man. Yeah.
that's our side of the game going up into
Right.
our rivalry game.
So
What up
that was what, 3 straight losses coming into this game?
for us?
Yeah,
Yes. Yep.
3 straight losses. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, for the Packers, I pick up at Jacksonville. That was the game in which Jordan Love re-injured himself to the point where he couldn't finish the game. Malik Willis came in second half. We still won that game. But he looked good up until he was injured. And you can clearly see that even though he was trying to play through it, that it was hampering him. Ultimately, he just basically fell out on the sideline. You know, no, that I think that's the game where no, he can't. He went to the first half because it was 2 games. He got hurt in. So this injury been plaguing him all season. But we did end up winning that game. Malik did enough to get it done. And then that led into what I thought was the most important game of the season for us. And this is a game I really want to talk about. And that was against Detroit, at Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't, as great of a team I think Detroit is, like I told you weeks ago, I thought they were the best team in football. But they're in a class with certain teams, and I believe the Packers are in that class. Like I don't think they don't dominate us like they dominate. Who they play today? They played the Titans, I believe, and they beat the dog. I think this is the most they've ever been favored in their history. They was favored by 14 points. Beat the dog shit at like 52-6 or some shit.
Oh no, that was you
That was
talking
the
about
Titans.
this week?
Yeah, this week.
No, that was the Jaguars. They just beat this current
Was
week
that the Jags? Okay,
that
I thought
we
it was the
just played
Titans.
and stuff. Yeah, but
Yeah,
they beat the shit out of the Titans too around that time.
yeah. Like
Around that
their
time.
last like 5
Yeah,
games, they've been putting up 50 on, or like excuse
yeah.
me, like 40 on everybody, 40 plus on everybody.
They're not playing to the level of their competition. When they see a bitch ass team in front of them, they beat the
They
dog
beat the
shit out of
dog
the
shit out of them.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but they played us, and that wasn't the case. Like they didn't beat the dog shit out of us. So they scored 17 points offensively. 17 points offensively. They did end up with more points. That's because Jordan Love threw a pick 6, self-inflicted. And that game was a game of self-inflicted wounds. We had like 10 penalties. We had 3 fumbles on the snap because our center is out. We had I think it was 5 or 6 drop passes. Like 2 of those being in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? And we only lost by 2 possessions. And then that pick 6 was at the end of the first half, and they got the ball back. So it's just a big momentum swing at the end of the half. And we missed the field goal. and we missed the field goal. McManus's first field goal miss. You know, granted the weather conditions was bad, but it was bad for both teams. Like Detroit didn't have those excuses; they wasn't having to drop passes. So those are self-inflicted wounds that can be corrected because they're the more disciplined team. I don't think that they're better player for player, but
they definitely
discipline.
don't play for left.
They not. They not. We got way more weapons than them. We got way more weapons than offensively and defensively. We got way more weapons than them.
No, because your offensive line not better than their offensive line.
Our offensive line is top 3. They top 1. They might be number 1. We top 3. Next, like we right there with them. Like they not dominating us nowhere.
Y'all don't have a wide receiver better than
but our receiving core is better.
Then
but our receiving core is better.
Jameson is getting better every fucking game. Shit, I damn near say like right now you don't have running back wise. They got two of them motherfuckers.
But our running back is higher than our running back is higher than both of them. Our running back is 3rd in the league in rushing
because they splitting.
And our team is 4th in the league in rushing. So it's a wash there. Next,
quarterback. Clearly, Goff is playing better quarterback than him this season.
We talking player for player, talent wise. We're not talking about a system. We're not talking about discipline of the team. We're talking about player for player, talent wise. Goff went
to the Super Bowl with a whole nother team. Fuck is you talking about? He went to the Super Bowl with a whole nother motherfucking team.
And even they saw that motherfucker was the thing that held him back. And when they got a quarterback, what happened? Super Bowl.
Man.
So he's playing good this year in this system, but talent like against us in this game that they won, this motherfucker had 2 passes past 10 yards the whole game. 2 passes past 10 yards the whole game. He not airing this bitch out, bro. It's a very simple offense that gets your playmakers in space, and they got plenty of playmakers. He
the ball to playmakers, right?
He getting he a great game manager. He a great game manager, and that's not a knock on him.
Tom Brady to go. He had games where he had to manage like a motherfucker.
Most of them. So, that was more of Tom Brady's game.
Motherfuckers always try to knock people about game managing and shit like it's a problem and shit.
No, it's not a problem. It's not a problem.
It was old Jimmy Garoppolo bitch ass. That bitch.
I don't think it's a problem for nobody.
He was a bitch ass game managing ass bitch.
But what I'm saying, talent wise, he don't have more talent than Jordan Love. He can't make half the passes Jordan Love make. Like, come on, man. What are we doing? Jordan Love at the end of last season, his first season as a starter, threw 19 touchdowns versus 1 interception.
At the end,
like he was literally from week 10 last season, he was literally the best quarterback in football. Jared Goff, he's having a decent run like that now. Like right now, I give him credit what credit due. But like I said, it's like it's been. Let's see him next. If he do this shit next year without Ben Johnson, then talk to me.
They more talented, man.
Nowhere.
Safeties.
Nowhere.
Y'all safeties rated behind.
It's right. It's right there. We got the top 4 safeties in the league between our 2 teams.
Definitely don't have a play on defense better than Aiden Hutchinson.
But we have more talent across the line.
Corner wise, and then they just got a buddy from Cleveland who y'all had.
He not better than Ja
in the tank or whatever the fuck.
He not better than Ja.
Carl Davis been doing damn good this season. You know what I'm saying? Jair, do he even play? He didn't even play our whole game. That motherfucker injury prone.
He has been banged up. But you talking about Aiden Hutchinson? He didn't play. Like what the fuck? You naming players that's injured? The fuck? Same shit. If you're talking about the talent that's available on the roster, that's what we're talking about, right? Because you naming Aiden Hutchinson, right? We got to talk about Ja.
They better than y'all. What was the score after y'all finished?
We lost by 10.
Won, right? Yeah. Double digits. Yeah. They better.
Bro, a pick 6, that's 7 points plus a missed field goal. That's 10 points. That's what we lost by.
That's what that nigga Love do. He go for picks. That's
what he do. But it's correctable.
That's what he do.
But it's
like
not
that nigga don't do. That's what the fuck he do.
I literally just told you this nigga threw 19 touchdowns versus 1 pick. So it's not what he do, especially when niggas drop, especially when niggas doing, especially when niggas is dropping passes.
I throw a motherfucking pick to you.
Especially when niggas is dropping passes.
God damn it, that's what the fuck he's doing.
So are you saying the same shit about Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes winning games.
So it's fucking Jordan Love. He got 2 more wins than Jordan Love.
Detroit.
He got nigga, y'all just lost to us. What the fuck that mean? He won. We got 7 wins, bro. At the end of the day, we got 7 wins. We got 7 fucking wins. Motherfucking Pat got 9. Pat got 9.
How about you finish
Pat got 9.
talking about how Detroit whooped y'all ass and then go to the next season, then we
But
go
that's
to
the thing, G. Clearly, you need to get motherfucking Q-tip and get clean out your ears, nigga.
Why don't you beat this
Clearly,
shit
you need to clean out your motherfucking ears because I literally just explained. I literally just explained how we didn't get our ass whooped.
We supposed to go, man.
Like what you talk about ain't
all day, sir.
Yeah,
let's get to where the fuck.
If you shut the fuck up, if you shut the fuck up and listen to what I said just the opposite.
Where the fuck we gotta go, sir?
If you shut the fuck up, you would see that I said just the opposite of what you just said. I said we didn't get our ass whooped because we didn't. We didn't. They didn't just beat our ass. So that let me know that. Hey,
they had control of that game.
They really didn't. They really didn't. We had more yards, more first downs. No, we didn't. I think we had the lead early, very, very early, but that was it. You know what I'm saying? But still, critical mistakes that can be self-corrected. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I took from that game. Going into the bye. Shut the fuck up, nigga, and listen. Listen, nigga. Going into the bye, I'm like, these are the things we gotta clean up. You know what I'm saying? If we can clean these things up in the bag, get healthy, because we got a couple players that's dealing with injuries. Evan Williams, who was a top rated safety in the league. Wyatt, Love, like all these motherfuckers dealing with these nagging injuries. So let's get healthy. Let's clean up let's focus on these motherfucking mistakes. The one thing that they did focus on in this Bears game is cleaning up them penalties. We didn't have those crazy penalties. We had those in this Bears game.
Too much. We didn't have no crazy penalties, and we didn't too much shoot ourselves in the foot this game.
So I was happy there. But that at that point, I'm like, I know we this got to be a statement game. Even though we won the game, I wasn't really happy with the outcome because I felt like Detroit, like we were just talking, how Detroit, when they get a team that's struggling, they beat the dog shit out of them.
So let's get into that then. Let's get into this Bears game. So y'all had y'all bye week. Did y'all get anybody back from any injuries or whatever who was out?
Evan Williams, Jair Alexander, and he wasn't out, but Jordan Love it claimed to be 100% or close to 100% for the first time since week 1. So yeah, man. Bears Packers. It's like Christmas morning. That's what we've been waiting for. What we always wait for every year as a Bears or a Packers fan, you know. It's like even if you don't have hopes for the Super Bowl or anything like that season, you know that you get that same type of feeling and emotion, because it's these two teams who got this historical rivalry going at it.
And coming into the game, we 4-5. We just took a demoralizing loss to the Patriots. We on a 3-game losing streak. You know, the fucking Hail Mary roll over, shit feeling horrible. With all that being said, we beat y'all this game. It's just like all is forgiven damn near. All is like, you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't beat you in 5 seasons type shit. You know what I'm saying? 10 games. Long time. So it's like, if we win this game, playoffs still alive. You know, the team gonna be rejuvenated, revigorized, all that good shit. And we get into the game and shit was decent, man. I mean, y'all get the ball, y'all started off, y'all scored quick, easy. I think Brandon Jacobs ended up running the touchdown in. Y'all was gashing us with the run for the most part, a lot of the game.
No, I think the first touchdown was
it Reed?
Reed.
It was Reed.
It was like a free play.
Yeah, it was Reed. Yep. So, I mean, y'all call it sleeping with that old Aaron Rodgers bullshit. Old 12 man on the field. Caught us you know what I'm saying, our offense, our defense was lacking early. But then we came.
But we was able to run the ball pretty good even that first drive. Like
we came out, ended up responding with a field goal. But you saw early that with Thomas Brown calling plays, and another thing, I don't know if if it's a big significance. But Thomas Brown called the game from upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't on the sideline, and like Shane Waldron was. Like so, kind of like how old defensive it's a couple there are a couple coordinators like who like to call games from upstairs, whether it be defensive or offensive. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to other coordinators that be on the field and shit. I don't mind it at all. It gives you a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? The head coach needs to be on the field, I feel like. So watching the game, you saw immediately that the game plan was this. Caleb, first read, second read, if it ain't there, go. Like, don't think too much. Get that ball out quick. You got playmakers. You got Keenan Allen. You got DJ Moore. You got Cole Kmet. You got Roma Dunze. You got DeAndre Swift. Get this ball out, man. Your offensive line not going to block for you that long. Let's get this motherfucking ball out. Don't think about it. 1, 2, go. Simple as that. Caleb then ended up having 100 yards rushing that game. You know what I'm saying? Something close to probably like 75, something like that. He ran his ass off because he'll see it. If it wasn't there, he was gone. Y'all kind of adjusted for the most part, but he still was doing his thing when needed to. I saw a lot of Jordan Love. Jordan Love looked comfortable to me, honestly. We didn't really like fluster him as much. We didn't bring pressure, but I think around like after we got our field goal, I know to end the half, damn near y'all ended up throwing a pick. Love threw a pick. It kind of
man.
He kind of high. I don't know. He kind of high pointed it too high.
Yeah, he had Tucker Craft there, and he was wide open. It was the right read. The ball just got away from him. He overthrew him. It wasn't even really a high point. He just threw it right over his head, man. Because with a high point, it's a certain trajectory you throw it with. But yeah, he just overthrew him and right into you guys' hands. And
our backup, Terrell Smith got the interception. His first pickup.
Yeah. And those are the ones what I'm talking about, bro. Like those we can correct. Like you can make that pass. I've seen you make harder passes easy. Make tougher passes look easier.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just clean up the little things.
Yeah, and we brought Roshan Johnson in the game. Up between the tackles, he looked real good, man. And then we was hitting you with like a combo, kind of like how the Lions say, not to their standard, but I'm just saying like it was Roshan. It was clear that it was Roshan up the middle, and it was DeAndre Swift parallel. You know what I'm saying? On the outside, it was that was pretty. Our game plan was not. There wasn't anything like fucking super intricate about the game plan. It was very simple. It was very basic, but it
was effective.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was working. It was easier for the plays to execute. So play calling wise, I would give Buddy, you know what I'm saying? I'm inclined to give him an A because I've seen so much bad shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would be grading on a scale. So my scale will kind of be biased. But if I'm trying to be logical, just looking at it from like one game standpoint, like I'm just analyzing the game, I would give him a good B+ for his game plan. You know what I'm saying?
I'd agree with that. I'd agree with that 100%. He called a pretty good game. He made the game a lot more competitive than I thought it would be. And that was due to your offense.
You thought y'all was just gonna blow us out?
I did. That was the expectation.
Because of from what we shown, but it's like you didn't think like we would get any like type of spark from
y'all have been dealing with a lot, man.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
You thinking about the emotion of the players. You thinking about y'all just fired y'all offensive coordinator on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? Like some teams don't rally straight back from that. Sometimes it takes time. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
For y'all to come out playing like y'all wanted to win that game early, like that was a shocker for me. You know what I'm saying? But we, you know what I'm saying, they got us in conversations with some of these elite teams in the NFC. So like, with the San Franciscos and the Detroits.
I don't hear those conversations. I don't hear them talking about y'all with none of the elite.
Just turn on any media. Any media got us top 10. Like, any media's got us top 10.
I hear about the Lions. I hear about Boston.
Go to NFL.com. Go to NFL.com right now. Go to NFL.com right now, and you'll see the Packers are top 10 team.
The Chiefs, shit like that.
Hold on. I'll pull it up for you. Hold on.
I don't really hear
NFL.com.
y'all. You know what I'm saying?
NFL.com. We're gonna put it on the screen for the people.
Your record. Yeah. Go ahead, dude.
NFL rankings.
What
Hold on.
they got a power ranking on that?
Yeah, every week they do a power ranking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. NFL.com power ranking.
I would take a couple teams over y'all. Lions, Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, Steelers, Eagles.
About 2 or 3 of them teams not better than us. Eagles definitely not better than us.
They beat y'all.
They beat us, but they're not better than us.
Okay, now you okay. Now I'm starting to have a little. Now I'm starting to think so. Maybe y'all are higher up there than I thought. Cause now I'm starting to think.
I can't find this shit. I ain't about to waste
I don't
time.
want to say the Broncos. I don't want to say the Broncos.
I'll find it and I'll put it on the screen for you guys.
I don't want to say the Cardinals, but yeah, you okay? Y'all probably top 10.
Everybody has a top 10. If you listen to First Take, you listen to Undisputed, whatever shows they got. Everybody say that
when you
Packers
talking
are top
about
10
like top tier teams, like I'm thinking about the top 5 or better. But
nigga,
I get that.
The top tier teams are what they call Super Bowl contenders. And the Packers have been a Super Bowl contender on everybody's list. Everybody, nigga, we won a playoff game last year and dominated a 2 seed. Like,
I don't see y'all winning no Super Bowl to be a contender.
Of course you don't. You a Bears fan.
I can't see.
Of course you don't. You a Bears fan.
NFC Championship. But anyways, fast forward into the second half. We got the ball. We got a field goal. Then y'all responded with a touchdown, easy. The overall look of the Watson was having a game, man. I will say that Watson was having a game. He made some big plays for y'all. He made a big play on double coverage.
Yeah, he had 4 for 150.
That again, Love just had so much fucking time, man. And he bought a little time for himself too. But Love made some plays, man. Love made some plays, and he gave his team the opportunity to make plays. And then Watson, of all the people, he was making the most of those plays. I believe he had at least 4 catches for about $150.
Yeah.
He was doing, and then he caught a big one late in the game on my boy Jalen Johnson. We didn't even touch him, so he got up and ran for about a good 30-40 more and shit. As far as Caleb, like I said, a lot of short passes, shit like that. But it wasn't too many of those horrible inaccurate passes. He probably had about 3. You know what I'm saying? He probably had about 3. Wasn't a lot of them horrible ones, like because he usually have about 5 or 6 when he actually has a clean pocket and he still fuck it up. So he played a pretty fucking good game. I want to get into like the part. Y'all had a chance to go up big and then not big, but y'all had a chance to go up and you ended up. I think Love ended up running 2 times in a row on some scrambling shit and got stopped, and then y'all went for the 4th and goal, and he tried to get a pass in there, and he couldn't. He tried to run it in, and at the last second, we
it looked like a touchdown, but they overturned it.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, they didn't even call it a touchdown.
Yeah,
but I think we challenged it.
Right? Yeah.
Right, I'm pretty sure we challenged it.
Right? Yeah.
When he died.
Yeah. But I think y'all eventually was that the one y'all eventually got though?
That was on 4th down. That was on 4th down.
Okay.
Yeah. So the other one, I know he had a QB sneak for a touchdown as well.
Yeah. That was after the big pass to Watson. So after the big pass to Watson, I believe the score was like 20-19. That put y'all up 1 with about 3 minutes left. Y'all went for 2.
Right.
We stopped y'all for the 2
because they ran the ball. I don't understand why you would run the ball.
This way it got crazy, like because now you got Caleb Williams in a predicament where he has the chance to win the game, not even tie, but he has a chance to get a team in field goal position or get a touchdown. It's 3 minutes left. Fast forward, we get to probably almost midfieldish or the 30-40 yard line. He gets sacked. He gets sacked again 2 plays in a row.
Back-to-back sacks, man.
Back-to-back sacks. I mean, the
3rd and 19.
Whole fucking game, we were doing good. Only 1 sack out of like 62 plays. Then he take back-to-back sacks. It's 3rd and 19. Shit is not looking good. It's looking very, very bad. Folks, y'all don't know, but like I said, we've been having technical difficulty. We tried to broadcast the our stream live, while we were watching the game, because we was actually watching the game together and shit. He over there watching, I'm over here watching, and we tried to broadcast that shit, but whole time it just didn't work out for y'all, man. But when I tell you we had
That
some
shit was
fucking
beautiful.
reactions,
I wish y'all could have been a
we
part of
had
that for
some
real, for real.
reactions, man, because I'm talking about shit, because like, well, actually I'm not talking. He talking this shit because it's 30-19 and it ain't looking good. Then Caleb drop back, one of your motherfuckers damn near get him. It's like he ducked under the nigga while he jumping, roll to the right, throw that bitch, steam on that bitch. Rome Medusa right there, catch it. It's only like, about 3-4 yards to go. 4th and 4. What'd he do? Right back. Rome Medusa throws the perfect motherfucking touch to the right side, about 20 yards down. Rome adjusts to the ball, catch it on the sideline. We down there in field goal range now. Shit is looking good. His demeanor changing. He not smiling like he's smiling right now, folks. It was all good, but I'm like, okay, we own to something. We own to something right here. Next thing you know,
It's a fact.
motherfucker drop back, hit Keenan Allen on the motherfucking down. Keenan come back to the heat. We looking real. We, you know how they show the target line, like the you got to be. They showed
the field goal
line for the longest field goal that particular
what's
kicker.
in that kicker's range.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's that's about like a good 47, 50 something inch or whatever the fuck. We end up running the ball for about 2 yards. Now we have one timeout still. Time ticking. It's probably like 38 seconds or whatever. It's going down. We don't decide to run another play. It's gonna be a 46-yard field goal at this point. Now you can either throw a quick pro pass or some shit like that, or try to run and at least get it to the side your kicker prefers. I don't know. They should know which side, which hash the ball the kicker wants it to be at, whether it be the left hash, the right hash, or the middle. Now, we in fucking week 11. They should know all that shit by now. Anyways, they don't do shit. We have one timeout. We hold that timeout. We burn it with about 2-3 seconds left on the clock. We're setting up for this. It's a motherfucking 46-yard attempt to win the game. Chicago fans, hey man, the last time we had a kick in a very, very important game to win, it was like that double doink shit. A lot of people haven't gotten over that yet. I have, you know what I'm saying? It's been a while. It's been 2018.
You got to get over that because you got to adjust. You got to adjust your emotions for the Hail Mary.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you still trying to get over that. But
yeah, it's heartbreaking losses. But at the time, it's just like, man, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. This is the Packers. This is our arch rival.
But I think it needs to be noted when we was watching this game how at this point you going crazy. Like he like the streak is over. The streak is over. Like going crazy, going insane, y'all. And I'm like, at first, I'm on hush mode. I ain't saying shit.
He really
you know what I'm saying?
Is, G.
I'm sitting up here just watching this shit.
He got a little smirk on his face, like,
hold on. So then all of a sudden, I just jumped up like, you know what? It's the Bears, man. They just gave up a Hail Mary. I said it could happen. It could happen. It could happen. And this is before the field goal. And I'm like, it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting more built up. And then the motherfucking kick happens.
And it's like it just look weird. And it's like, what happened? And then it's like
at first from the camera view that they showing, you can't really tell what happened. Like did he miss it? Did he hit it? Did where's the ball? You can't really see.
Hit it, but we didn't know what happened. It was like I knew it was bad. I just knew it wasn't good. But I'm like, what happened though? Did he miss it bad? Was it a bad snap? What? Replay shows the motherfucking kick was wild.
Got a hand on it.
These bitch ass niggas.
I go crazy. I go crazy, bro. Yeah, I go crazy.
He go crazy. He running around the house and shit. He's gone. I'm not even about to give him a chance to talk to me after that.
I think he blocked me or some shit. I was calling his phone.
Yeah, you got there right.
He left the podcast.
You got there right. It was over with. Shit, I had to drink. Straight to the liquor store, man.
That was a great
game, man. It was a fun game to watch. It was entertaining.
Sometimes the Packers games don't be all that entertaining, man. Sometimes like we overboost this rivalry, and then it get away quick
It get
type
ugly
shit.
early, and it
Yeah,
kind of look like, man, y'all scored on y'all first drive, easy. Like
yeah,
I'm starting to think like, what the fuck? Like, is this gonna be that? Turned out to be a very fun game, man.
very entertaining game. Yeah,
Very entertaining game, man.
that at the end I expected to lose. I
We
like that blocking the field goal. That's one of them things, man. That's like almost a Hail Mary, G.
yeah, man.
Like y'all just lost to the lowest 2% thing. I think the only other lowest percentage thing that is
In
like
the one
a
side,
onside kick. Yeah. And
Yep.
then winning the game off some shit like that.
Yep.
No, not to jinx y'all, because maybe y'all just trying to break all the records.
So we gonna need a horse side next.
Bro,
Motherfucker,
if that shit happen, bro,
You know
yeah,
what
I'm
I
with you.
mean?
Fire the owner.
But I mean, yes, I know if you're looking at that one game, it's like, hey, Flus didn't do bad or whatever. Maybe he could have ran the fucking ball or did something else, you know what I'm saying, to get him in better contention to get a closer field goal.
Real quick, I want to point something out. Our special teams coach had said coming into the week that their kicker has a low trajectory on his kicks, and that's something that they paid attention to in film study. So if they said if they're gonna block it, they're gonna block it over the middle. They're not gonna come around the edge. So that's something
Also,
that
I was
yeah.
like watching the Pat McAfee show, and he was talking about that shit. Like, hey man, they let them motherfuckers do some stuff. Like, usually you ain't supposed to knock this motherfucker's long snap over. Like, they let him get away with a lot of shit. Maybe they changed some rules, maybe not. I know today, this is the day after the game. The Bears sent some type of petition or some shit in.
For it to be reviewed, yeah.
Whoop-de-doo. All they gonna say is, hey, yeah, we fucked up. You still lost the game. So
or y'all didn't,
really
or they didn't fuck up. They could say that,
right,
you know, the
right,
ruling stands. But at the end of the day, ain't shit changing.
Yeah, ain't shit changing. So whoop the
It's still an L, nigga. It's still a motherfucking L. 11 in a row. The streak continues. We're gonna give y'all one more for the end of the season.
Hey man. Hey man. I mean, hey, it is what it is. It was entertaining, but the season is done for the Bears now, as far as playoffs is concerned.
Oh yeah, because y'all schedule is crazy.
We will literally have to what they call sweep the table. Was that what it's called?
Yeah, sweep the table.
We
would have run the table.
We would have to run the table.
Yeah.
Logically speaking, it just ain't happening,
especially
man.
when y'all got the hardest schedule in football.
We have the Vikings next week. Y'all
got the Vikings, San Francisco, Lions.
Then the Lions again and Vikings again.
Lions twice, Vikings again.
And then y'all.
Us again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
best case scenario, y'all win 3 of those games. Best case scenario.
And all that would do is match exactly what we did. I think what they're gonna try to do. I think they want to at least match the total of wins that they had last season.
Hey, remember what I told you coming into the season, and you just laughed at me and thought I was delusional. I said, man, and I told you in that I explained it. I said because with a rookie quarterback in a new system, everybody don't transition. You know what I'm saying, like that, and everything don't work, don't mold. And I'm not saying that the talent ain't there on y'all team. I just felt like he was gonna have a roller coaster ride as he had, you know what I'm saying? And I said I predicted that they floor was like 6 wins. And you laughed at me. I said they peak could be like 11, 12, you know what I'm saying? If it all clicked.
I thought our floor was 9 wins. I thought that was our floor.
Because you said two more than last year. I'm like, but I could see a world where y'all win 6 games.
I thought that was
I saw that.
And unfortunately, and this was what I'm gonna go to. Like I said, that particular game, maybe it didn't look like Flus had a bad game coaching. But once again, this is a game that a winnable game. You know what I'm saying? That we find a fucking way to lose, man. And you just a finger has to be pointed. A finger has to be like somebody has to be blamed. And motherfucking, it's not the first time that we were in a game where we had a very, very high chance of winning, and we fucked up some way somehow.
I believe he's 5 and I think Flus is now 5-17 in 1-score games in the fourth quarter.
And that just sucked, bro. Like
that
bad teams find a way to lose close games. Great good teams find a way to win them.
Look at Pat.
And it comes
been in them all year.
And it comes with coaching as well. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the head of the steak is the Flus ain't won a road game on a Sunday in like 2 years or some shit. Like as much as I did defend, and I defended Flus early, y'all can watch the podcast. I've defended Flus like a motherfucker. It's mainly been because of his defense, but I'm seeing now like that is That's his peak. He should be a defensive coordinator at best. That's it. That's all. He doesn't have the capability to manage a team and men and personnel and situations, especially game time situations. He doesn't have the ability to do all that at once. So, with that being said, yes, Flus, that nigga need to be done.
And I disagree, man. I think I like what I saw from y'all yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Just being unbiased about the shit. I think y'all look like a competitive football team, and I think we're a better football team. You know what I'm saying? I think we're one of the better football teams. So like y'all played a good football game versus a very good football team. Yes, we made a couple mistakes, but a lot of
Only
that was
one bad mistake.
no. We still had drops this game.
We had drops too, G. Keenan Allen dropped about 3 motherfucking passes. He had drops too, G.
But I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about the Packers. I'm talking about us. Like we had some drops. We were still making mistakes that we weren't what we were making that we weren't making at the end of last season.
Bitch
And I know
ass
that shit can be corrected. So I'm happy about us, but like I said, I think that y'all look very good. Flus,
We definitely look very competitive.
I think at this point,
And
if he
then
get fired,
also-
he the scapegoat. Like it
Nah,
ain't gotten. Yeah, he the scapegoat. He the
Mhm.
scapegoat because you can't blame him from. I mean, you are obviously blaming him, but I don't blame him for last game. Like he did, y'all definitely. He definitely put a plan in.
But he made a great play. Your special teams guy made a great play.
Exactly.
And
Like
then
if he don't block it, like motherfuckers normally don't block it, we don't have this conversation.
same
If
shit.
they don't catch that Hail
Same
Mary
shit
on the
can be
last
said
play, we
with the
don't have
Hail
that
Mary, but
conversation.
I know for a fact a lot of situations could have been different with the Hail Mary. A lot of situations could have been different with the Hail
Could have
Mary.
been, would have been, should have been, bro. But like it's
Coaching
one of
wise.
the least
Coaching
likely
wise.
plays in
Coaching wise,
NFL
a
history.
lot of shit could have been different with the Hail
It
Mary.
could have been. I
And
agree.
leading up
I'm
to it.
not saying he gets
Play
no
before-
blame.
Like
I'm not saying that he gets no blame, bro. I agree that shit can be, but I feel like coaching wise, those things can be fixed. You can't fix a motherfucker blocking a
he ain't
field
got
goal.
that feeling. He ain't got that Mike Tomlin in him. He ain't
But
got
then you run the
he ain't
risk
got
of
that coach
ruining. Then you run the risk of ruining yet another quarterback that you drafted high because you keep changing systems. You keep changing systems. You keep
I mean,
every time a new one come in, they with the current system.
gonna be changed anyway if you don't keep Buddy in because we let the offensive coordinator go. So if you're gonna get you might as well get a whole new coach. Unless we promote Thomas Brown to our head coach. I'm not confident. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't really see that happening. But so that shit going already. You know what I'm saying? Honestly. Because the terminology, the verbiage and shit, all that shit gotta change. The scheme, the schematic, all that shit is gonna be different with all.
I think the only way
an offensive coordinator as a head coach. We need an offensive mind to be our head coach.
I agree, but I think if you like what you see and you want to keep that offensive coordinator in his place right now, you can bring in a defensive coach and he can keep that offense. They can keep him on his staff. Like everybody don't bring in a whole new regime. You know what I'm saying? You can keep, because a lot of these players got ties to these coaches.
That I want to be our head coach. Like honestly, but
you wouldn't roll the dice on Bill.
Nah, and that's a whole different defensive scheme. I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
He played 4-3. He played 4-3 and 3-4.
Yeah, I like, but
he played both.
Predominantly 3-4 more. He's an outside linebacker type of guy.
But I'm saying he can adjust it. He gonna base it off the talent, bro. If they play a certain way, I think Bill can adjust. Yeah, man. We both got well, y'all game ain't as big right now because y'all really don't have playoff.
We don't have no more big games.
But it's definitely a division game, so hopefully it's entertaining. We got San Francisco up next, and I hate that they lost. I hate
Before
playing San Francisco.
Before we get into that, we apologize because this is predominantly talking about the NFC North, so we do want to talk about real quick, Lions. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna forget about y'all. Y'all are the best team in football. Y'all dominated the fuck out of Jacksonville. I believe the point spread was like 14, and y'all was like, nigga, what? We could double that. You know what I'm saying? They beat the dog shit out of them.
And one thing I like about Detroit right now, and I think we might have tapped into this, but when they play those teams
they go crazy. They never play to the level of their competition. They treat if their competition is some bitch ass niggas, they gonna treat them like some bitch ass niggas and step on them. Like period. They don't play with it. They don't even give them a chance to think they have a chance. You know what I'm saying? I believe fucking Amon-Ra, Gibbs, Montgomery. I believe all of their players all their stars had touchdowns. Like they went crazy, bro. They do what the
Yeah.
fuck they want with teams like that. Minnesota played the Titans. I can't tell you honestly what exactly happened in that game too much. That
Minnesota
one I
did
would
win
really
that game.
okay.
Sam Darnold had a decent game. He still hasn't looked like the Sam Darnold early in the season, but he had a decent game. Uh, Justin Jefferson didn't have he didn't make over 100 yards. I think he had like 80 yards. Addison caught a touchdown. Titans on the other end. This is Will Levis' first game back.
Okay.
But still, he looked like Will Levis. I'd be very shocked if they don't go another direction at quarterback.
Overall, though, the NFC North showed that it's still the best division in football.
Oh, easily.
We just have one team that's in there just trying to get an A on the group project, not
They
doing
in the
shit.
kiddie pool. They in the kiddie
Yeah,
pool,
yeah,
man. They gonna
yeah.
grow up. They gonna grow up
We,
though. Like
we
I said this to you the other day too. They're where Detroit was a few years ago.
it
Like
depends on how we end the season.
it depends on
If
how
we
you end
can
the
end
season
the
though. You
season
have
with that
that's
performance.
the only way I would say to like really play for this shit. Like otherwise, tanking is the
And
best option. Obviously,
honestly,
get a high
right,
draft pick.
I don't know what all other Bears fans are thinking at this moment. Me
Put it in the
personally,
comments. Let us know what y'all
yeah,
think
what
if
y'all
you a
think?
Bears
Should we
fan.
tank or should we compete? And
Right.
you see, I don't really think it's gonna be compete, and I'm gonna tell you why. There is no Chicago fan for real, at this point that wants Eberflus to be our coach and entering the next season. Like we done with him, Joe. We are just done with him
It's
as
interesting.
a city, man. Because he lose too many of these close games. So that's what I'm saying. But there are some people who don't like to see tanking. They still want to see teams compete. And maybe they want to see teams compete. They want to see us compete for Thomas Brown. I don't know. But the point is, me personally, I do want to see Caleb progress. But as far as the defense is concerned, y'all can chill now, man. Let these other motherfuckers go.
Yeah, because
Let these motherfuckers
Caleb,
go.
I think I said this last week, but we didn't actually get to record now. But I think Caleb is probably the fourth best quarterback out this class right now.
I disagree with that.
I'm saying right now,
I mean,
as
gotta
results have shown,
yes.
Jaden Daniels clearly number one.
Bo Nix,
Number
number two.
Bo Nix number two. Motherfucking what's buddy name?
Drake May.
Drake May number three.
Because he beat him.
Yeah. And
He looked weak. He only looked better because he had more time. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it is what it is. You can't argue that shit. If we're going by eye test and not just results, though, if we're going by eye test,
Caleb clearly looks the most talented of the bunch.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I've been high on Caleb's talent. I was high on Caleb before you. But what I'm saying is, looking at the league right now, if we did rankings, he would have to come in for. And that's just out of rookies, not just quarterbacks, just out of the rookies.
That's safe to say.
Yeah.
May is hard to say though. I think May hard to say.
May didn't had double digit touchdowns every game. I think he didn't have double digit touchdowns every game he's played so far.
Double digit touchdowns. That's 10.
I mean double digits. I think he's had two. I think he's had two touchdowns. You know what I meant. You know what the fuck I meant.
No,
I think he had two touchdowns in every game he's played this season. Since he got that job.
He just had one in this week. Did they just had this week? He had two touchdowns in this week.
So I believe. Let me pull it up for you right now.
I know he threw one to the Osborne motherfucker. Remember that one? But wasn't for sure about that. I'm just saying, personally, eye test, I'll give Jaden over him, yes. But I'm not giving Bo Nix or Drake May over him over the eye test.
Eye test this season, I'm giving all of them over him. But eye test talent wise, like I know the talent, but eye test this season, the execution and shit, bro, they all have clearly better season.
Bo Nix and Drake May can't do what he did on 3rd and 19.
Bro, once again, you talking about talent, which I agree. I'm not arguing that. I'm not arguing that at all.
Tough,
but eye test versus like seeing potential talent and what's actually happening on the field. What's actually happening on the field, every quarterback that we mentioned looks better.
Quarterback ain't getting blitzed like him, and And granted, some of them he holding the
Yes, he
fucking ball too
he
long.
threw two touchdowns against the Rams.
Okay,
Yes.
that's what's up, then. I'm only putting Jaden over him, man. I'm not putting Bo, and I don't think Bo Nix is gonna have a better career with than Caleb Williams. Nor do I think Drake May will. But I mean,
That's not what I was
this
ranking, but I get
season
what you're saying.
they having better seasons overall because their teams are doing better, and they in certain situations they do look better. That
But
being said, are we gonna do picks this week, or are we gonna
nah,
end
man,
this?
we gonna end it right there.
Well, we gonna
Like I
wrap
said,
this
this
shit
one
up.
this one I wanted to cater to the Bears and the Packers specifically because we missed a couple weeks, and that's really the focus of this channel, along with the rest of the NFC North. Yeah, but the focus is mainly Bears versus Packers because we are fans of those two teams.
Packers, you goddamn Viking, you skull Vikings fan, and you little pride ass Lions fans. Y'all gonna take it to the back burner. I don't give a fuck how good y'all is. Like
No,
y'all good.
We'll get you'll be back in the conversation next week for sure.
The best.
With that being said, though, man, if you ain't got nothing else, there's another one, man. Another one in the books. Unsportsmanlike Converse.
I barely get pride. I can't get nothing going for. I'm hanging on for their life.
That's what y'all got. That's what y'all got. That's what y'all got. L's,
nigga. For our life,
four of them in a row, and the last 11 against us.
We do, man.
On that note, go Pack, go. Fuck the Bears. The bums. Yeah.
I can't even defend it, man. Fuck him, though. And the Pack. No, I am. Fuck them.